Hello and welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time you're seeing me, then hi, I'm Shreya. In today's video, I'm going to show you all the skincare that I got from Japan. Now, I personally didn't go to Japan, but a friend of mine was traveling and I requested him to get some of the items on my wish list, and he was very kind enough to get me those. So go and find yourselves some kind friends who do this for you. Without any further ado, let's get started. So firstly, I did a lot of research to understand which are the good shops, where do you go and get good sunscreen in Japan, and then what are the brands. Of course, we know of some brands, but then locally, what are the brands and products that are rated very highly by the locals there. So I did all of this to come down to this short list of products. And if you would have seen, a lot of people who go to South Korea and Seoul, they do most of their skincare shopping from a shop called Olive Young. Similarly, in Japan, you can go to this shop called at Cosme. I'll put up a picture for you. I have the packet also here with me. So this is like a one-stop shop for all your skincare, haircare, beauty, self-care needs. And that's where all of these purchases were made. First thing I got was a lot of sheet masks, a lot of them. And this is from the brand called Lululun. This is one of their top rated brands in Japan in the mid-tier budget, and they have a lot of varieties. For example, they have Lululun Precious, they have a hydrating variant, they have something which tackles skin dullness and has brightening effects. So I got really one of each. And if you see, most of these packets they come in this fashion where every packet has like 7 pieces each, so you get like a whole set. That's how mostly things retail. And ever since I've gotten these, I've used several sheet mask brands before. I've really enjoyed Tony Moly and a lot of other Korean brands, but Lululun is something else. The kind of hydration lasts for a few days. So yeah, these are available in India, so if you find them, give it a try. Next up, toner. This is, I think, their #1 classic cult hit product, which is called the Hatomugi skin conditioner by Naturi. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. This looks absolutely like water, rice water. I think toners are pretty disputed as a topic. A lot of people say, क्या ज़रूरत है toner लगाने की? It's just water, it does nothing. You can cut straight to the step of serum. But I really am a true believer in toners, and I in fact go to the extent, if not the Korean 7 skin method, I actually go with multiple layers of toners, because I swear it just sets the foundation for all the other products coming in, because that's the first step to make your skin moist. And nobody can dispute that toners really help in evening out the skin tone on your face. So this has been fantastic. I've really used up so much. Next, I got this essence cum serum. This is called the Goku Jyun Premium Lotion. I think with the Japanese skincare haul, I really didn't experiment much with products. I point blank went with the most popular, most highly rated, the cult favorites, and this also features right on top of that list. This really is like water, but slightly more thick. It's kind of like a jelly consistency. Like, it's kind of jelly, but it's very silky. You know what I mean? It gets absorbed into your skin so easily, but leaves that slight moist, creamy kind of a feel on the surface of your skin. Again, a very, very hydrating product. I think it also gives you some brightening benefits, but I see it as a through and through hydrating essence. See, just look at how viscous this is. It just glows, just makes your skin very, very glossy. Next up is a vitamin C product. Now for this, I was in two minds, should I get it or not, because when it comes to vitamin C, I've used some serums in the past and somehow some of these products didn't suit me. So I have a very sensitive skin type, like combination, but very sensitive. I may not be very acne prone, but things can really flare up, cause a lot of itching and redness on my skin. So when it comes to those actives, I generally steer more towards things like alpha arbutin than vitamin C. But then I saw this, the Melano CC cream, which is again very popular, and they say it's very non-irritant and all of that. So this was just my research. So finally I decided to give it a shot, and I, like a stupid person, bought 2 of these. But turned out I was not stupid. This is actually very good. This is like a serum cum cream. This absolutely smells just like Fanta. If you had Fanta and if you love it, you're gonna love this. This just feels like a citrus fruit was slapped on your face. Comes in a very cute thin tube like this, and it's been very effective in actually fading some of my acne marks that I've had on my face. I've been applying religiously on those, and it's been pretty effective in fading those. So yeah, I'd say maybe not a 10 on 10 product, but like a 8.5. So it's a good one. Next up is a facial cleanser. I'm not going in any particular order, but I got these facial cleansers. These are foaming cleansers. This is from a brand called Sena, their Perfect Whip foaming facial cleanser. Now Sena is a brand which is part of the Shiseido group. Now Shiseido, if you know, is an iconic Japanese company. Anything they make, I really swear by. Like their OG sunscreen has been a global favorite that everybody knows. So as soon as I saw this, I wanted to try it out because mild cleansers really suit my sensitive skin, and I'm constantly wary about what kind of cleansers I use because my pores really tend to get really clogged up because of the sebum production. And when I look for a cleanser, I want it to be really clarifying but not strip me of my natural oils and moisture. And I got this, and thankfully I got multiples of these. I've been really enjoying, and the speciality of this cleanser is that you really need a teeny tiny pea-sized amount, which goes a very long way. Just this much is good enough for your entire face and neck, and it'll get rid of all your makeup. You may not even require a double cleanse, meri guarantee. In fact, I've made a shot on this cleanser. You can check that out. This, I would say, is a 10 on 10 product. This Perfect Whip comes in other varieties also. There's a pink color collagen variant of this, which I've not used, but I'm really looking forward to using those. And let me tell you, all of these products are now available in India. Of course, they'd be a little more pricey in India, but certainly available. So if you want to try any of these out, you can. So we've reached the last product. If you speak of Japan skincare and you don't speak of Shiseido, then I think that's a cardinal sin. So I'm not a sinner. I have got a refill of the cult favorite Shiseido sunscreen. I have used one of this before, but let's be real, it's very costly, at least here in India. So you don't get to repurchase this all the time, at least not for everyday use, maybe for occasional purposes. So I generally use this whenever I'm out on vacations, when I'm like out exposed in the sun all throughout the day, or being exposed to the water, because this is waterproof and this just rolls up like a lipstick, you would have seen. And you can just, there you go, you can just swipe and apply, and it's almost like it's not there. In fact, you'll not even know sometimes if you really applied. It gives that nice dewy look also. It's not greasy, it doesn't sit thick on your face, but does the job just fine. This had to be in my purchase list if something was coming from Japan, and this, mind you, is pretty cheap in Japan. So if you're going, or if you have kind friends who can get you this has to be on your list. So yeah, that was it for my Japanese skincare haul. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.